Tonight, you are auditioning to be a lounge singer.
El Jefe.
El Jefe.
Let's do it.
Boom.
Hey, welcome to the Desert Brew. I'm Gene.
I'm Rasheed.
And Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day.
We love our Sunday Fun Days.
Yeah.
And we haven't had one in a while.
You know, last time we kind of just got lost. I think that was the day we kind of just roamed around. Found out some things to do, whatever. There's always something to do out here in the community.
What is this new height you have?
I have high hopes, so I'm just trying to, stretch out a little bit,
How's that?
Get my Tom Cruise on.
All right.
Come on now.
All right. Anyway, this is a must try. I'm actually really surprised we haven't been here sooner. Reforma is an amazing restaurant, amazing bar.
I always thought of Reforma as just the club, but I guess we're gonna check out the food and drinks today.
Much more than just a club.
Okay.
And all communities, this awesome guys happen to also own Chill.
I did not know that.
I don't go there often.
Yeah. Okay, Gene.
All right, let's get going. All right, come on.
Join Gene and Rasheed as they dive into the best food, drinks, and hidden gems the Coachella Valley has to offer. From local hotspots to gourmet delights, get ready for a taste adventure you won't want to miss. The Desert Brew, weekend evenings on NBC Palm Springs.
Hey, welcome to the Desert Brew. I'm here with my good friend, Rob Giesecke.
Oh, I thought you were okay. That's what we did. We started out.
We're starting out like that.
On a Sunday?
On a Sunday?
On the Lord's Day? You gonna start like this?
Don't bring the Lord into it.
I don't know.
Don't do that.
Okay.
This is about Rob, not you.
Rob, thank you for having us.
Rob Giesecke.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
So, one of our favorite places for a long time. I am not sure why we've not had you on this show yet.
This is a Gene problem.
Well, we've been to Chill a lot, which is your other venture as well.
So what came first, Chill or here?
Chill actually came first.
Okay.
We bought Chill from another couple back in 2017.
Okay.
And, it's expanded it. And then eventually the pandemic hit. Pandemic meant that we had to start doing food, which in part of doing food was bringing on a chef and a team that was familiar with the food service part of the business. And as part of that, we met Eric and Andrew Hernandez. Over the course of the pandemic, decided that we did want to expand the business, and then came up with the idea for Reforma, which whereas Chill is a bar nightclub, Reforma is actually a restaurant nightclub. So much more food focused here than Chill is, although Chill still does serve food after the pandemic. But this is a full service restaurant, full menu. Nightly dinners, and then obviously the nightclub after dinner.
I know it's interesting because I know obviously it was a requirement during the pandemic that people bring on food. But Chill's actually become very well known for the food. It's the same chef here at Reforma?
The same executive chef oversees both of them.
All right.
And I mean, the idea behind Chill is really that it's bar food, and we always sort of scale the menu based on, what's happening in Palm Springs at the time. Obviously, the summer months are a little bit quieter, so we scale that menu back a little bit, and then, as the season hits, then the menu gets expanded. Again, more bar food. The idea here was to do a menu that did somewhat represent Southern California, but not necessarily leaning into Mexican, because we have a ton of Mexican restaurants in Palm Springs, and we didn't necessarily want to go that route. So we actually ended up doing Pan Latin, or all of Latin America, really. So we have a lot of Mexican food on the menu, but there's a good representation of Argentina, Chile. Peruvian food gets, big props. It is considered one of the world's best cuisines. So you'll get a lot of Peruvian food on the menu.
Talk to me a little bit about, you must have felt some sort of responsibility to the space itself. It's iconic.
Is it a staple space?
Well, it's iconic. Yeah. It's also a landmark as well.
It is.
How did that play into like the designs? this place is gorgeous for those of you who have not been here. I mean, and we'll get into details and show some more of it. And later the nightclub at a different time, but talk to me a little bit about what that responsibility is like and what things you had to consider that maybe somebody normally wouldn't have to when building a restaurant.
Sure. So the building, as you might be aware, is from 1959. The architects were Luckman and Perea out of LA. This was originally the Robinson's department store.
Yep.
I mean, outside footage, but the building really started on the north side of the building, where Baristo is, and then so you have the big skylight that's over there, and then as you come down the building, there's this white stone on the outside of it, and that's where the original building ended.
Okay.
So when we came in here and started doing work, where the building ended is actually where when trucks were coming in and making deliveries to Robinson's, this was the loading dock. So this part of the building where we're sitting right now didn't exist. This is where the loading dock was basically behind you. So those doors were still here.
Oh, wow. Whoa, hold on, wait. Was this in existence when you started, or this was non-existent?
This was added in the 70s.
Okay, I was
so the original.
Yeah, okay.
No, I didn't do this.
Okay.
But so the original building sort of ended, at that wall behind you there,
Right.
and then this was all added in the 70s, to where the Buffalo is as well. So so there are sort of little differences.
But you're limited on what you can do on the exterior and.
Yeah, we really couldn't do anything with the exterior. The outside. The wall on the outside, that pattern on the tile, that's considered really part of iconography of the building. The columns that are on the outside of the building were iconic. And I even had an architect that I was working with on something completely different from New York, who came and said, "Oh my God, these columns, back in the day when they were put in, this is something that they spent a huge amount of money on."
Right.
Yes, I think we all sort of look at it now like, "Oh, that's cute," but it's like back in the day,
right. Yeah.
This was a really big deal.
Today, we're getting active.
A lot of people take the architecture here, which is, amazing, and they carry the architecture throughout the entire interior as well. We have a lot of, we're known for mid-century, obviously.
Right.
You mixed it up a little bit in here, and I
We
love
did.
that. Yeah.
We did. So I think because we did Latin American, what we wanted to do was really represent, cosmopolitan Latin America. So, giving a sense of, you're not on the beach somewhere. This is, this is Mexico City. It's Santiago. It's more of the big city part of that. Where it's elegant. The color combinations. Are a little bit sort of warmer and sexier. So that it really feels. So again, I don't think that you would ever find this in Mexico City necessarily, but again, we didn't want to have it. We didn't want to have something where it's like, oh, this is very beachy, because I feel like that.
Right. Yeah.
It's again, there's a lot of restaurants
Absolutely.
where that's relevant
And I
to
think-
them, but it just wasn't really.
And even
to us.
the art piece that's actually behind us with the luchador.
Amazing.
It's just-
Amazing.
It's one of those
Yeah.
things where you continue to stare at it, and it continues to evolve and show you a different part, something more interesting every time you look at it.
right.
as well.
And it
Who's
tells
the
a
artist?
story, right? Tell us about the artist and So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. You hijacked my question. That's all good.
Sure. So the artist's name is Ricardo Ruiz, and he's from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Okay.
He's a Chicano-American artist, and actually, if you wanted to see more of his work, if you go to the Cheech Museum in Riverside, he actually has a number of pieces there, which is how we came across him.
You're evening only.
We're evening only.
Okay.
We open at 4 every day,
Okay.
and we open on Wednesday through Sunday.
Wednesday through Sunday, 4 every day. When do you, is 4 happy hour, or is that when dinner begins?
4 is happy hour, and then,
Okay.
but we're also start serving dinner at 4. But we do a happy hour at 4 o'clock, and then we roll into the dinner service from there. And then at this point, really, we have an event that's happening every night.
Okay.
So the events usually start around 9:30. The last seating in the restaurant is at 10. So
Okay.
Look at this.
Love it, love it. Thank you very much.
Not bad.
Wow, that's amazing.
Only on NBC Palm Springs.
All right, so we're standing here in the kitchen or whatever, where all the goodness and magic happens that preps you before you hit the dance floor, or if you're out on the date night, right? So I want to know, what's the number one dish that gets out of this kitchen?
Honestly, our lomo saltado, I think, is our best seller.
Lomo saltado.
Yes, it is a Peruvian stir-fry dish. Very traditional. We do ours a little bit different. We make our own mix to it, which I'll walk you through it. You guys will be able to see the process.
I was just about to ask about the ingredients, so I'm excited about this.
We're going to go ahead and start off with our steak right here. That's filet mignon right there going in, definitely.
Get that protein in there.
Sizzle. Yes, sir. Followed by that, we do some heirloom tomatoes, some cipollini onions, some peppers. As that kind of cooks down, gets that nice little brownage, we'll go ahead and finish it off with some of our homemade soy seasoning and some ají amarillo.
It looks like it's a hearty meal that's gonna sit in you, and but not too filling as well.
Definitely, this is something that you can share. You know what I mean? Definitely, it's gonna hold you over the entire night, get you kind of going with all the alcohol you're gonna be enjoying.
Of course,
you know what I mean? Be responsible about it.
Always be responsible.
And the food is really good.
So is this dish served by itself, or what is the sides that come with it?
It comes with a side of rice, and like I said, it's to soak up all the sauces that are going to be in there. It's a traditional dish that's supposed to be nice and kind of soupy.
All right, so I do see on the other side we got some pork belly going on.
We do. We got some pork belly tacos that are in the works.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice little small bites, something to get right before you hit the dance floor. Like I said, nice and shareable. There's 3 per order. So bring your friends, smack down a taco, and enjoy the dance floor.
You guys got it all here.
We got it all.
So you got the good food here, whether you're sharing or you just need it for yourself, whatever. What kind of pairings do you guys have out in the bar, but also some of the cocktails and stuff as well?
Definitely. Besides wine, right, we definitely have a really good cocktail program. Our Suavecito, which uses our Código barrel, that's specially made for Reforma. You can't get it anywhere else but here. And El Músico, definitely something to kind of look into when you get into the bar.
Okay, I love that. I'm just, I gotta prep. I'm trying to game plan what's gonna be going on.
Definitely, 100%. Come in with the plan, know what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Because it goes by quick and the party keeps going.
Seems like we're almost to the finish line with this food.
Definitely. So it's finishing it off with some fresh fries. That's very traditional, like I said, with our lomo saltado. He's gonna give it a nice little flick of the wrist. It's gonna go straight into that bowl with the side of rice, and then you, my man, are gonna finish garnishing it off.
Ooh, okay. Let me stretch out my wrist. Let me get it ready. I don't want to disappoint.
Yes, sir.
Now, finishing touches. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some glaze. So a little bit.
That's our ají verde right there.
Okay, I want to make sure I got it. All right. Maybe a little bit more on the outside.
Okay. I see you. A little extra saucy,
Okay, let me, hold on, let me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Make sure that's in slow motion now. Okay. All right, and then 2 limes, just an extra kick. So we're gonna just go ahead and do a little rabbit ears right here.
Right there.
Wow.
Perfecto.
All right, how'd I do?
You did great, man.
Perfect.
You did great. Ready for the kitchen.
Okay, Nico, I love your margarita. It's one of my favorite things, but unfortunately you are not open in the morning. So you need to show me how to make it so I can make one at home. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. All right,
we're gonna start with glassware.
Okay.
And your choice of either salt or tahine, however you like it.
I just dip it, right?
Yep. Now we'll get our glass, we'll put it right here out of our way. We'll put in our rail.
Okay.
And then we've got our jigger here.
Okay.
Now on the large side, you have on the first line is gonna be 1 ounce.
Okay.
On the second line is 2 ounce, okay?
So for margarita, I'm doing 1 or 2.
You're gonna start with 2 ounces of your tequila.
Wow. I make a mean margarita,
Yeah, you do.
just so you know.
Cheers.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
There you go. This is actually really good. Love it.
Today, we're getting active. Okay, so we have finally reached the stage of it's time to eat, right? Okay, so a few of these pieces I did help, I garnished.
You garnish?
I garnished.
What does that mean?
I mean, I got my sous chef on in the kitchen,
Oh.
and I put a little flick of the wrist on there. So, give me the pronunciation of this again.
Lomo saltado.
Well, go
Lomo
through
saltado.
all of the.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to leave it up to him. You know.
Okay.
You think I'm incapable?
No, but I think he's the chef. He should
Of course,
be the one explaining it.
yeah. You know, all right,
Definitely.
yeah.
So we have
I
a little
helped.
mix of everything. We have some smaller bites and we have some bigger, heavier bites, right? With the
Okay.
lomo saltado, which is probably our most popular dish.
Which is from
Peru. It's Peruvian.
Peruvian.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So we
right.
got some Peruvian touches. We have our cochinita pibil soup is here. The cochinita pibil is from Yucatan, right? So once we kind of keep it going, we have our chicken tinga taquitos. Tinga is made from Puebla, Mexico. Still got to fit a little bit of the California cuisine in there, right? So that's where we kind of throw in our beet salad with our grilled
Can I be
cheese.
your sous chef now?
Definitely. Now it's your turn.
See how you are.
That wrist looked a little stale. Didn't even stretch. I think I heard a creak. A little oil in that wrist.
Don't be crazy.
We can edit that out.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look at that.
And then you finish off with a small bite of some pork belly tacos. So that way you can kind of share with your friends, something light, and then you hit the dance floor.
Okay. Amazing food. How do you come up with the menus?
A lot of thinking, a lot of tasting.
A lot of tasting.
Definitely.
Do you change it a lot, or you're just?
We do. We change our menus about every 3 months or so they're pretty seasonal.
Okay.
We try to hit different regions and kind of keep our fan favorites and kind of just take it from there.
What are the fan favorites?
Like I said, our lomo saltado, the pork belly tacos is actually really popular. Our chicken tinga taquitos. The sopes is something new, as well as our beet salad. It is something different as well. So
All right, where to start? What do you want us to start with?
definitely start with the tacos.
Let me, my friend,
Buen provecho.
mi amigo, please.
Mi amiga.
It's amigo. It's masculine. Come on,
please.
Okay, go ahead.
Should I add this?
100%.
Okay. And then
A little bit of lime.
a little bit of lime for sure.
Perfect. Go ahead, try it.
Lime was really
Try it for the
tough.
people at home.
Okay. You're just hoping that I make a big mess with it.
No.
Don't look at me.
Go ahead.
Don't look at me.
Look at it shaking. Just stretch that wrist. Tu gusta? See what I did there?
Amazing. Seriously, this is amazing.
So you
It has a lot of flavor. It's yeah.
Amazing.
Some types of food are somewhat difficult in
It's fine, you know.
Palm Springs and
It's hard for me to
Valley
find a
to
good
get.
Manhattan out here too. So, so if you guys know any good places for a good Manhattan, like,
Here, hello.
first of all, I want the audience. I was talking to the audience.
Oh,
Stop making it about you.
this is amazing. Everything is amazing. Really.
I'm actually going to go in for some of this.
Yes, okay.
Okay, yes, please. I feel like we're the ones eating.
All right, so while Gene's mouth is preoccupied, we're gonna go ahead and take this out, all right? And we'll see you guys at the bar. All right, see, the cocktails here are amazing. They have everything from tequila all the way to bourbon if you want that. But also, you gotta make sure you stop in to get their signature tequila, Código. Oh, let me get the bottle. There we are, all right? You can have any cocktail with this inside of it. And Nico even said they mess around with little mezcal as well too. So make sure you come to Reforma to get a taste. And of course, come on now, look at this sweet man. Go ahead and take us out, Jay.
I just love when you try to be an expert.
Which first of all, I am expert.
You should have seen him at wine tasting.
I was on point. Look at he was like, wait, I didn't know about that. Run that back. I can't. I sometimes it's hard. Sometimes my shoulder be hurting from carrying him. And
Really?
And the show, it just kind of man.
Sometimes my back hurts from all the stabbing that goes on.
Are you sure you're not stabbing yourself or whatever? I can, let me help you out, buddy.
All right, okay, let's eat.